Today's homework helps over section 5-2, and we're going to be doing problems 1 through 5 odd, as well as 21 through 23, or 21 and 23. You guys are assigned a lot more than that, but this should just be a little bit to help you get started on your homework. If you guys are kind of struggling with some of the topics, some of the things in this video may help get you started. So number 1, we'll go ahead and start off, get going here. The first problem says that it said the directions say to solve each equation and check your solution. So not only do we need to solve it, we need to isolate the variable and define the variable, but we also need to check our problem by using the substitution property of equality, plugging it back in and making sure that what we got the first time is the correct answer. All right, so number 1, it says 3g minus 12 is equal to 9g. Okay, so we need to get any term with a variable on one side and all the terms without variables, those are called constants, we want to get those on the other side. All right, so we do this by subtracting 3g from this side and 3g from the other side. And what that does is that allows us to cancel these out and get negative 12 left over on the left, and 9 minus 3 is is not negative 6, it's positive 6 on the right. So then we undo the multiplication by doing division, so divide by 6, divide by 6. These cancel out, and we're left with g on the right side, and negative 12 divided by 6 would be negative 2 on the left side. All right, we'll check this by starting off with our original equation of 3g minus 12 is equal to 9g, and we'll use substitution property of equality, and everywhere there's g, a g's the same as a negative 2, so we will plug negative 2 in for it. All right, just like that. Negative 6 minus 12 equals negative 18. Negative 6 minus 12, I'm at negative 6, and I take away 12 more, now I'm at negative 18. So negative 18 equals negative 18. This problem checks out, and we know we're good. I'm going to clear this page, and we'll move on to number 3. Number 3 says 7c minus 7 is equal to 4c plus 17. So the only thing that's different about this one, it's just a little harder because not only do we have variables on each side, but we also have a constant on each side. So we got to move 2 things instead of just moving 1 thing. Right? Or do 2 inverse operations instead of just 1. All right. So we'll start off by moving the variables to one side. So I'll subtract 4c from this side, subtract 4c from the other side. These cancel, and I have 3c minus 7 is equal to 17. Now I move the constants. Plus 7 plus 7. 3c equals 24. Undo the multiplication by doing division. I get c equals 24 divided by 3, 8. All right, so to check it, start off with the original equation before we change anything with it. All right, so that's the original equation, and I'm going to substitute 8 for c. So 7 times 8 minus 7 equals 4 times 8 plus 17. All right, 7 times 8, 56, minus 7 is equal to 32 plus 17. Alright, that's an equal sign right here, not a negative sign. It kind of looks bad. That didn't make it look much worse. 56 minus 7 is 49 equals 32 plus 17, 49. Alright, good to go on this one. Clear out this page, and I'll do the last one in this section, and then we'll move on to the word problems at the end. So the last one says that 20s plus 4 is equal to 13s minus 10. And we do this by moving the constants to the left side and the variables to the left side and the constants to the right side. That's how I usually like to do it. It seems to be the easiest way to keep everything in order. Let's cancel. 20 minus 13, or 20s minus 13s rather, would be 7s plus 4 plus 4 is equal to negative 10. And now we need to undo the the addition and subtraction. So we undo the addition here by subtracting 4 from each side. And we're left with 7s equals negative 10 minus 4 would be negative 14. All right, and now we can divide both sides by 7. And s is equal to negative 14 divided by 7, negative 2. So those cancel out. All right, negative 2. To check this, we need to start off with our original equation again. So 20 times s plus 4 is equal to 13 times s minus 10. And we're going to substitute 20 times negative 2 rather, plus 4 is equal to 13 times negative 2 minus 10. 20 times negative 2 is negative 40 plus 4 is equal to 13 times negative 2 would be negative 26 minus 10. Negative 40 plus 4 would be negative 36, and negative 26 minus 10 would also be negative 36. So this checks out, and we're pretty confident that this s equal to negative 2 is the correct answer to this one. Alright, so I'll clear this one out and we'll move on to the word problems real quick. So we're going to be doing, first one that we're going to take on is number 21. Number 21 says that twice a number is 60 more than 5 times the number. What is the number? My directions for this problem say to define a variable and write an equation to find each number and then solve. All right, so the first thing we need to do is define a variable. We're going to do that by writing a let statement. We're going to say let x equal the number. So now we've defined the variable. We're going to use x as our variable. And it says twice a number. Twice a number would be 2 times the number. So 2x is 60 more. If we see the word is means equals. So is 60 more than 5 times the number. So we got 5 times the number and then 60 more than that. So 5 times the number would be 5x. 60 more than that would be plus 60. 5x plus 60. And now we're just going to solve it just like we did in the first section. Now we've written our equation. We're going to subtract 5x from the right side, subtract 5x from the left side. And these cancel out. And we get 2x minus 5x is negative 3x equals 60. Divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3, and we get these to cancel. We have a positive divided by a negative, so our answer is negative. And 60 divided by 3 would be 20. All right, so even though the directions don't specifically say to do it, we're going to go ahead and plug this back into our translated equation and make sure we got it right. So start off with your original translated equation before we solve anything. So that equation, and then we're going to plug 20 or negative 20 into it. All right, so now that we got this set up, we're just going to solve it and make sure we got it right. 2 times negative 20 is negative 40, and that's equal to 5 times negative 20, which would be negative 100, plus 60. It's pretty ugly, but negative 40, negative 100, we add 60 more to it, so we're down 100, we gain 60, we're only at negative 40. All right, so even though directions didn't say so, we still should take the time and go ahead and do the right thing and solve our check our answer to make sure we earn those points on a quiz or a test. All right, last one for tonight's homework help. You guys should be good to go after this. So this one's number 23, and it says 8 less than 3 times a number equals the number. What is the number? So 8 less, that would be anytime we see less than, 8 less than 3 times a number. So we have 3 times the number, and then we do 8 less than that. So we're going to do 3 times x, and then 8 less than that would be minus 8. We don't want to put 8 minus 3x because subtraction is not commutative, right? We have to do it in a specific order. And this says we have 3 times a number and we take 8 less than that. So we need to make sure we have it in this order like that. Anytime you have less than, the number subtraction should always go at the end of it. All right. Equals the number. So the number was x. So 3 times x minus 8 is equal to x. All right, we're going to do the same thing as we did before. I'll get the variables on the right side this time. So minus 3x, and these cancel out, and I get negative 8 is equal to x minus 3x. X minus 3x. So we have positive x, and we're combining positive x with negative 3x, and we get negative 2x. Right, negative 2x. So now we undo the multiplication. Divide by dividing by negative 2. Divide this by negative 2. These cancel out, and we're left with just x on the right side. We have a negative divided by a negative, so our answer is a positive. Negative 8 divided by negative 2 is 4. All right, and we're not going to be lazy and skip out on checking our work. We're going to go back and go ahead and check it. So 3 times 4 minus 8 equals 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Minus 8 equals 4. 12 minus 8 is 4. 4 equals 4. So this checks out. And we're good to go. So that's all for tonight's homework. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and shoot me an email, and I'll do my best to respond to you tonight or sometime. And if you have questions, you don't hesitate to bring them up in class. I don't mind. All right, so thanks for tuning in.